Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take on Gaming, where I play anything and everything that I find interesting. And welcome to episode 7 of our Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney playthrough, my first time playing it. And this is our second episode of the Turnabout Samurai episode. We have already met Will Powers, seen that he's the main suspect, talked to Detective Gumshoe once, been through the studio, and gone through Will's dressing room. We have not yet, though, been into either of the actual studio rooms, but we are back at the detention center to talk to Will, and we're getting right back into it. Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning. Right. Oh, okay, was that it? Oh, okay. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about that photograph. Oh well, let's try again later. Okay, then where do we move to? Let's try our office just once, just to see. Okay, here we go. What's going on, Nick? Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room, but now there's a photo of him going to the studio? Don't look at me! How should I know? Okay, more talking? Yes, there we go. What do you think? That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here. Well, that's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves, exactly. But if it is Powers in that photo, his alibi is shot. Yeah, right? Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it. I guess it makes sense that that person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers? Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone. One thing's for sure, if there are any clues, they'll be in that studio. I wouldn't trust Oldbag with anything. There could have been 1,000 people in the studio. Okay. I guess we're moving back, huh? Let's go. Let's see. She said in the studio, correct? Please let us in. Hang on. Damn, okay, what am I missing? Gumshoe, please talk to me. Gumshoe, please! And there shouldn't be anything else, right? Well, no, the entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I looked at this already. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card can bar- Okay, now it'll let me. Okay, that's all. Duh, okay. It opened! Yay! Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Okay, so I didn't have to talk to Gumshoe about it. I could just have done this. Okay, fine, whatever. Inside Studio 1, let's go. Ooh, okay. Oh no, the tape! Oh no. Aw, what is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. I get that that would be scary to someone who has not yet seen a murder. She saw her sister's body. Like, that, I feel like that is far more traumatizing. Oh, well, man, poor Maya. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Thanks for summing it up again, Phoenix. Sounds pretty real to me. Oh my gosh. Okay, examine. Another backdrop. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain Neo Fujiyama! Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can't you even see Mount Fuji from there? Or can you even see them? Not Old Tokyo, Nick! Neo Old Tokyo! Oh, right. Just camera equipment and stuff, lights. Wow, look at that camera! That must cost a ton! Yeah, so don't touch it! Whoa, it's heavier than I thought! Maya! Hey, you, no touching that! Oh, okay. Sorry. My partner's kind of, you know... What are you insinuating there, Phoenix? Whoa. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? Of course you! Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, okay, so Penny. You're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. It's just as fast to say Will Power. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Then why aren't you coming to testify? Don't worry, leave it to us. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna continue to examine for a minute because I didn't finish. Nothing about this backpack? Okay. This ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step is it? So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Okay. Director's chair. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. More troubled?! What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Or if they just set it up. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. Lighting is actually extremely important, especially in animation. I think she's being serious. And then finally this. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. How absorbent is that costume? I guess the costume was absorbent. Okay, all that stuff, the times, and little things like that, you know. Was there anything else? I don't... Oh, no, I thought I did this, but okay. Wow, look at that camera. No, I did, right? It must cost a ton. Yes, don't touch it, blah, blah, blah. It's heavier. Okay. Weird. Okay, so that just went away. Oh, because Penny then told us not to, maybe? Okay. Back. And let's talk to you. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was at the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. Yeah. In the morning we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. Why wouldn't they be practicing in an actual studio? That's weird to me. Nice. After eating a lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I like the black and white photos, those are cool. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? Oh my gosh, Penny, calm down. What kind? No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Again, highly doubt it, but okay. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? So many voices. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. And you didn't tell anyone? Like the security lady? Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. Just a feeling. I got a feeling someone broke into our studio. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot. Oh, it's sensing someone. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, well then I guess we're going there. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Oh my gosh. This is this claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30? Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Oops, there you go. Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Uh-oh. Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Oh, I hate that portrait so much. Alright, you better tell me in quick, you spiky-haired cretin!
Where is it, you little one-eyed cretin? Okay, first of all, it's cretin. If you're gonna threaten me, do it properly.
Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We're just talking to the assistant studio and Maya, you narc! She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like there were no tomorrow, saying this, that, and the other thing. There's no way I can read all this that fast. I mean, maybe I can read it, but not out loud. Rah! She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. I guess we're stealing stuff. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes! If she's gone, then try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick! Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Ooh, it was 307, I think. There! Entered. Okay, good. Hey, it printed out the data for our day. Let's see what we got. Okay. So it is the Steel Samurai. That's not definitively Will Powers, though. That could be anyone that could feasibly fit inside the costume. And it's a huge costume, so it would be feasibly anyone that's ever been in the studio before. Okay. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. Phoenix! Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Knowing Gumshoe, he would have been like, yeah, it's definitely Will Powers. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Ooh. What does that mean? That someone else walked that way that day at some point. Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Something's been deleted! Someone is destroying evidence! Powers photo added to the court record. Take it to the gate. Okay. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. She's just gonna steal it. Wait, let's not! Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your head of the enemy too soon. Phoenix! That's where I got stuck in the last one, because that's what it wanted me to do. You better show Red White this piece of evidence that you would never actually show the criminal in real life. Oh, Phoenix. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. I'll take that as a compliment for me, Maya. Thank you. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. I like Maya's portraits a lot. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I suppose we are. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Well, yes. Maybe it really is that security lady? To be continued! October 18th, 10 a.m. So this is 2 days later, I assume. Let's go. Okay. All these identical guys up in the peanut gallery. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Now I gotta remember all the voices I've done, because I had to do new ones, and now I gotta remember what I did for the judge at Edgeworth. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. I thought he was going to be like, very well, guilty. That's what he does every other time. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I'll call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Okay, let's go, man. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. We know what the case is. We've heard it 17 times. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here was the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that area are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. She doesn't get a full name. All the production staff were in the employee area till noon. So I guess V for victim. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guards. They didn't have her on... That's weird. She wasn't doing her job till 1 p.m., but she was in the employee area with them because she's in the background of that fighting scene. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. That is a late-ass rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Thanks for a word I like that, Gumshoe. This is horrific. Like, the eyes, it's like in the hole, it's weird. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No! I think I can probably remember that. I guess it's in case you don't think you're right. We'll go, it's fine. So the murder weapon was a spear. Why is that in quotes? How medieval. Also, why was it actually sharp if it's a television production studio? Samurai spear. The court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh, great. Let's go. Oh, boy. I hate this lady. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, God. I forgot. I almost forgot about this. No. Oh, my lord. From, like, watching a playthrough a long time ago. Okay. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Oh, my gosh. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma! No, you can't say that you find someone attractive and say that. I'm gonna throw up. Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. He does, like, in several episodes now. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me... Whoa. Okay, again, everything's really, really fast. Is she listening for the judge or Edgeworth? It's Edgeworth. Oh my god. Yes, objection! There we go. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness! He's as upset with this as he was when he found out that his guy was the killer. Objection sustained! The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay, let's go. This is a count. Okay. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was one where I got to guard. She's in that picture, though, of them doing the rehearsal. Like, we don't have an actual photo of it, but when it was the backstory, she's in them. So, she was at the studio. She's lying about that, I think. I'm gonna try not to overthink it, because when I did that last time, I was presenting stuff too early, so I'll be careful. Anyway, it was one when I got there, blah, blah, blah. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. Okay, we're gonna just... This is the game where you can press everything, so we're pressing everything. You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, we're just questioning everything. Okay, let's go. We're just gonna press it all. Right, hold it. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. The main gate was locked, dearie. Well, that doesn't mean you need an employee key card to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Well, okay. Was there anyone at the studios when we arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer, they did a run-through. A run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. But they didn't, because one guy went to the studio, and if Powers is telling the truth, which I assume he is, because he's our client, but let's just say he is, was taking a nap. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's not afternoon, that's evening. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. That is also sus. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon? Exactly. Yeah, I had errands to run. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. See, she was there. Thank you. Okay, good. I was like, am I crazy? She was there. Okay. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. Oh, I hate that picture. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, okay. I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Oh, God. Never missed one in all my years. Well, the guy's only 37, so... Okay. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through, too. Maya, this is not... You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. Oops, whoops. Meant to go back. Yeah, okay, hold it. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. Okay. I'm engaged for then until 5. So you were watching there the whole time. No breaks, not even a second? Of course! I'm a professional, you know. A, she stuttered. B, there's that second photo. Like, the one we have is the second photo, so clearly something happened. Are you criticizing how I do my job, a whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts at the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper. Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now the murder happened at 2:30. How did you know that? Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Aw. Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard. Not just a security guard, this security guard. Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by it too. Hold it. 2, you're sure. Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Look who's talking. And it was literally Oldbag. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right there. But you don't know that because the photo does not have that. I assume that that's what we present as the photo. Be like, this is not Will Powers, necessarily. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, sonny. Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again, it was him. Okay, yep, it was Powers. Sweet, can I go back? The man right there. Let's present it. Present. Objection! Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Or, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Maybe Judge should have looked at the evidence already. The pants are way too long, too. Did you notice that? The pants went, like, way past the feet. So it looks like it could be someone that actually can't fit into it properly. Someone shorter than Powers. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers. What an idiot, right? No, they can't. Man, when you have Edgeworth already talking against the people that he's, like, counting on, you know you messed up. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. That's funny. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Okay, let's go. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. But the thing is, in the picture when we saw it before the thing popped up the last time, the pants also look too long. They're not going to look too long just because you sprain your ankle. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Let's go. Okay. Never said anything I don't mean. Whippersnapper. Hey, I haven't said anything yet. He also wasn't nursing his ankle in jail, that's true. That's the thing, because I have had broken my femur before. It doesn't make your pants longer, first of all. And, like, yeah, it hurts a lot. But he didn't mention that at all, and he didn't seem to be like, oh, he has, like, not a cast, but like one of those wraps on or something. Doesn't mean it's not there, because we only see him from the waist up in the jail, but, like, no one has mentioned that, no one has seen it, so that is a little weird. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. Blah, 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 blah. Again, this joke, I can't even say everything. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try to not upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has me his match. That morning during the run-through of the action scene... Who was present at the run-through? That's a good question. Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. What about Penny? I thought earlier you said she was there. What exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. Yes, what about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Oops. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I guess it where it hurt. Oh, she's the worst. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Also, I feel like if he really hurt his ankle, which maybe he did, but if he did, wouldn't he have told us, I went to take a nap because I hurt my ankle? Like, I went to put my foot up. And I wouldn't be able to continue the rehearsal that day. I would have sworn I had to go to the medic or something like that. Very bizarre. He broke one of the props. What prop did he break? He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. That's convenient. His samurai spear, the murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Yup. A break in the chef and mended with duct tape. Yeah, that is... okay. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? She just said that. Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. Okay. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch, but then why wouldn't he have told us that? Say, hey, I hurt myself, went to rest, that's why I wasn't there for practice with the magistrate, and then I went late. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. Oh my gosh, Edgeworth, you idiot. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. Oh my god, Edgeworth, that's like one of those important things in this case. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. That is not clear at all. I love that Edgeworth states every single statement as if it is bona fide, I would go to jail for this, fact, when it is not. I suppose that's a judge. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. Wait, why would I not object? Go. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photos can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Thank you, Judge, for having a brainstem in this one. I appreciate it. We have to consider that possibility also. Penny felt a presence, like, who knows? Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. I'm so sick of this voice. Oh my gosh, hang on. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Or the Steel Samurai is what you should be saying at this point. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Oh my gosh, woman, I'm gonna die. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Let's go. This woman. Let's see. How do you know that? And didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person was Will Powers, and it was not. Are you absolutely sure? Because you literally can't be. Oh, quite this woman is an idiot. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? The person had like 4 hours. You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. But the studio, I guarantee, has more than 4 total employees. Anyone could have gotten in. And she said the gate was locked. Outsiders couldn't come in. You need the card keys. But if everyone that works there as a card could have been the director, could have been anyone that comes into the place with a card key. Are you sure? Edgeworth, the witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Edgy boy. Get this out of my face! Edgy boy. All the windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to about Phoenix! No! The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? How do you know that? Or is this what I just asked? Shoot, this is exactly the we're up. Yup, I meant to go to the next one. The only person I saw was Will. It's not, because we know it's not. No one else went. I would have seen them. No, okay, so I did this. So I am supposed to keep pressing. 30, only person I saw was Will, but it's not. Right, okay, okay, fine. I thought I already, okay, I presented it already, but alright. Okay, hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. Oh my. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. You old fart, come on. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order, order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Oh, you watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Uh-oh. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Mrs. Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered to... Oh, God, okay. They always do this. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes. I suppose you could put that... to me, it's just funny because... It's a little bit funny because... How effing ridiculous it is that you could never, like, lie this much in court and not have your entire testimony just thrown out. Oh my gosh. Oldbag, what the heck? Even all the guys at the top are like, oh my god. I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Why would you not just keep... Or if you only get like 2 photos in a day, why would you just keep a record of them? These are October's photos, November, just in case. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day. I'm going to kill myself. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Oh my god. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected it. It's happened every trial so far. Let's see, we're just gonna contradict everything. I have another important job. Another job? That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that the security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes! But those computers are just so frustrating. Even if you just kept the printed photos. Just keep them in a filing cabinet, just like the show we watched earlier. Keep it in a filing cabinet. Just, oh my god. I threw the photos aren't suspicious. Why would you do that? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part. Phoenix is me right now, man. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag! Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. I remember throwing out a photo. Yes, it wasn't. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. But fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. Man, the fandom jokes in this... The way they look down on fandom people in this one. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. It's the internet. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second. I don't even have to do anything for that one. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes in the employee... Oh, that's the one that Maya saw, right? The grate. Yep. God. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. And no one has fixed this! They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What if the police or his parents came looking for him and you destroyed the photo, you idiot? What the heck? What? Man. Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. And no one thinks to, like, get a couple of screws and a drill and just that great? No one. Can't stop him, can't catch him! Oh my god. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Or at least someone who was on the inside, you know? Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Even if he wasn't a suspect, as in he killed the guy, like he literally couldn't do the weapon or whatever, even though it was broken, would have made it lighter. I don't think they'd make a child the killer. He was there, he could have seen something, he could at least be a witness. This court will take a 5-minute recess. Probably a good place to stop here in a minute. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Okay, we'll do this little part, and then when it goes back to the trial, we'll take a break. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room and you didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff, but if you're on the locked film set, you wouldn't think about that. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Because it was so big, it could be that the kid put it on because he was dragging because he was small, but I feel like that'd be way too heavy for a kid that's only in 2nd or 3rd grade. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we get another day. Right. If we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Oh, great. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. We're gonna stop right here as we're reconvening for this episode. Thank you for watching episode 7, I think I said, of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Let's see. If you really enjoyed this, whenever you play it live, I do it on Twitch, my Twitch, Discord, and Patreon links, and other YouTube links all down below. Thank you as always to my amazing Patreon supporters, including Jackie, Kevin, and Isabella for being so awesome. Thank you guys for watching. The playlist also for this will be down below. This has been one of my favorite games to play so far. I'm looking really forward to seeing how the rest of this trial goes with such interesting characters this time. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.
Loop.